So let's have a look at what specifically we need to have in an investigation question. So these are the things you have to have. If you've missed any of these ones, we will ask you to rewrite your question, and if you still can't answer the question, then you will fail the standard. So you have to have a quantitative variable. So that could be the number of hours studying, or the number of credits, or how many minutes you talk on a cell phone for. Okay, so either a discrete or continuous number, but something that you're measuring or counting. Okay, we need to have units. So are you talking about the distance? Are you talking about a weight? Are you talking about the time? What are the units of the variable that you've got? We need to know what your two groups are. So this is your qualitative groups. Okay, are we comparing people with brown eyes with those with blue eyes? Are we comparing males with females? Are we comparing smokers and non-smokers? What are the two groups that we want to compare? Then we talk about our population. So who is that population we're interested in? Are we interested in just in teenagers in New Zealand? Are we just interested in teenagers at OSC? Who are the group of people that we're interested in? We need this word tends, and this comes from an idea about central tendency, where the centre tends to be. Because if I'm thinking about types of students, I know that there's going to be a short student and a very tall student, and then a bunch of students in between them. And when I'm comparing one group with another group, I'm not worried about whether one student is taller or smaller than the other. I want to know, where's the middle students? What's the height of the middle group of students? And that's why we're looking for this idea of tendency. We're saying, I wonder where the middle group is. Not the shortest or the tallest, but the middle group. That's the group that I'm interested in. That's going to give me enough evidence of where that middle group is. And the other thing we need to know is what direction. Okay, do we think one group is going to be bigger or smaller than the other group? What do we expect to happen? So let's have a look at an example. So this example here talks about, I wonder if students who catch the bus tend to take longer in minutes to travel to school than students who walk, for high school students in New Zealand, for data from Census at School in 2015. So let's check and see, has it got all the parts that it needs? Well, first of all, it's talking about the time to travel to school, and it's given us the units of that. So there's our quantitative variable, the travelling time, and it's got the units of it. We then need to think about, right, who are the groups? And I want to talk about the group who catches the bus to school and the group of students who walk to school. So there's my qualitative, I've got my two groups there. I want to also think about what direction, and I think the students that catch the bus will take longer to get to school than those that walk. And I may not find that there is any evidence of this. That might be completely wrong. But to start with, I'm going to suggest that the people who catch the bus will be taking longer to get to school. And my reasoning behind that might be that if they're catching the bus, they probably live further away. And then I also have my population here. It's got high school students in New Zealand for data from Census at School in 2015. So I've defined that population, and there is my magic word tends. Okay, so we need to have that. So this has got all of those different components in it that we need to have. And when you write your investigation questions, these are the things you need to think about.